like boxing to this day. Jeez. I don't know what it is.
There we go. Hey, he's got the big top on as well, yeah?
What, that one?
The Reekz boxing on there. Love that.
How you doing,
man?
Mate, it's killing me being in. It's killing me. Yeah, too much. I'm doing doing some workouts with Rory and a few of the boys and Zach that was on earlier. But, mate, it's not enough. I'm eating too much. I can't burn that off. This rate, I'll be up at 96. Do you know what? I've done a few with the kids and that, but I ain't.
Hey, listen, I think
Instagram thought no one else got cut off. No one else got cut off, did they?
Hey,
no, so I've done like 4K. That's about. I've done 4K, and then I've done
2 weeks.
It's about, what is it, 0.2 of a mile a day. No, I'm gonna. Today didn't help, mate. Today woke up today and there's just, you imagine in my house there's 6 of us, so there's just chocolate everywhere, and I've just been, mate. Yeah. It's been hard work, but I need to, because I'm looking in the mirror and then I'm doing that. You know, you can do that side on one, and you look and you think, "Oh, that weren't there before." I
don't really have that.
But do you know what I was? Listen, I was 88 and a half kg, so I don't know what that works out in stone. I used to know it in all stone, but since I've been doing the boxing, 88 kg I think in February last year, and on fight night I was 75, and I went on holiday and it's been shitty, do you know what I mean? I've been eating like a nutter and that, and not really working out, and I weighed myself just before all this kicked off with the virus, and I was under 79, so I didn't do too bad, you know. Didn't do too bad.
You thinking of fighting again?
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah. I was meant to be fighting on that one. Well, no, I was meant to be fighting in March. I had an injury, so I wasn't fighting. It was mad. Me and the guy were set up to fight. Then I had to pull out because of my hand and my rotator. I tore my rotator cuff. And then it was the guy that I was originally fighting. He pulled out with an injury. I think he fractured his arm from 12 rounds. So I was going to fight. It was the stand-in. And then on the morning he called in and said that he was ill. So he said he couldn't. He was from Hurricane, so I didn't even get to fight, mate. But I was just going to take it on 4 days' notice. I was at 77, 78 kg, and I needed to get down to about 72, they were saying. But I couldn't get to 72. But I just done my best that I could to turn up there. But listen, I enjoyed the night. That's all that matters, mate. So
yeah, that's it, man.
But November, I've got to do. I'm only doing one more. And that's it.
That's what you said. That's what you said with the first one.
Yeah, I know. I said, that's what I said, but I got the feel for it and really wanted to do it. But I don't know what it is. I'd rather fight at the Grand than I would at where's the other? York Hall. I know York Hall, iconic, and people have thought that, but I'd rather fight at the Grand. I like that, you know, everything's on top of you. Everything's on top of the ring. Yeah. And where I was at Kingston, I felt it was a bit, all like the people that were supporting me, seemed like they were really far back, you know, like they were quite far. But I like, you know, when you come out to the Grand and everyone's just on top of the ring, even the boxing above you. That's what I want to fight. I like that. It's hostile, isn't it? I like that.
But so, you started coaching, yeah?
No, I wouldn't say coaching. I've just, Rory's let me in really, in like just for the experience of it. Like he said to me, come in the corner, get something, because that's what I want to do next. I want to do this. I'm too old to be doing the boxing now, so I'm just want to have one more fight if I'm injury free. Have one more fight in November, and ideally, I'd like to get into the coaching and being. I love being in the corners, man. I love being in the corners, but I need that buzz, man. One more time of walking out. Yeah. I know. But you know what it is? It's I didn't listen to anything in my fight. It was my first ever fight. And I came out, and I told you in the interview after, I didn't do anything they asked me to. I was going to stick behind the jab, not like get out the way. And mate, I just went after him the whole fight, and it was ridiculous. I don't know how. I must have got super fit because I managed to chase him and get him away. But my intentions was to box this time and be proper smart, you know, box and move, get out the way, and show that I can listen. And it was just a one-off. So I feel like I've got to do it. I've got to do it once more. And then get into the coaching. Yeah, just to show I can do it. Like even if I lost, mate. Even if I lost, you know, if I show I can get in and can listen. That was just a one-off because I didn't hear anything from the corner. I didn't hear the crowd. I was literally just thinking, I've got to knock this guy. I've got to knock this guy out. Do you know what I mean? And I think I said it at the time when I hit him, it just felt like his head was solid. He just went over. I was thinking, why he's not moving? And then you start doubting yourself. You start thinking, do I hit as hard? Are my coaches just telling me I hit quite hard, and that, you know, you don't hit as hard as you think. But at the end of the round, I remember buzzing him, and I think, yeah, and then I put him away in the second. But he was a strong guy. But like I say, I want to go and show that I can. I'm never going to be the greatest boxer, Reekz. Never going to be the greatest boxer. But if I can just show that I can listen and do the bits of the people that I work with, I won't mention any names because someone on here keeps commenting, putting Larry against anyone heavyweight. He beats anyone. He knows who he is. He knows who he is.
Yeah.
He knows who he is. So I won't even mention that. Here he is, and he pops up again. Look, this is the guy, right? This is the guy. I went down just to help out, do a little bit of sparring, and then he blacks my eye. Do you know what I mean? With them backhands, he keeps throwing them backhands. When I'm trying to get at him, and he's like, don't slap me with backhands. I'm like, come on, mate. And then because I caught him with a lucky one on the nose, it made his nose bleed. Didn't it? So
he kept that quiet.
No, he didn't. He said, Larry, I think you should post it. I posted it up and everything. I had to get my 5 minutes of fame in there, mate. Who else has made Jack's nose bleed?
It's true, mate. Jack's he's a legend.
Listen, do you know what it is? I used to like Jack. I thought he was all right, you know. But do you know what it is? Mate, I see your videos. He don't stop calling people out. I'm not going to call anyone. That's not the kind of person I am. But I want to fight this. I want to fight this. I want to fight this. Listen, honestly, all honesty, fellas, the fella he is quality. He is. I wish he got someone cut him off now if we can while we talk about it. He is quality. At his catch weight. At his weight, he would dominate that. And then I think when he's gone, like from that and got old, Frankie then takes over. That's what I genuinely. But I ain't no professional.
Can't we put them together though? Jack versus
Listen,
Frankie.
I think
I catch weight.
No, I think ain't they similar? Ain't they the same sort of weight as it is?
I don't know what Jack fights at, man. Jack fights at every weight.
He fights. Listen, I've spoke to him, and I think at the moment, I think Jack would probably be a bit too much, Frankie. I'm on the live. Hold on a minute.
Is that Larry?
No, it's my little boy.
Hello.
Yeah, so I think at the moment Jack would be too much, just that little bit more experience. But hold on a minute. But I think Frankie's the one for the future, mate. And the thing is, I don't think Frankie realises how good he is. I don't think he realises how good he is. Do you know what I mean? And like this, you had the little boy on there. What was his name? Mason.
Yeah.
That's that you can see with him and his old man. They've already got it in their heads. You know, they know what they're doing with him. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They know, the boys. What 10-year-olds do you know that are running treadmills and, do you know what I mean, getting the skipping in? Do you know what I mean, that's what I'm saying. So he's straight away. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that he's going to go and dominate and go and be a world champion, but that is where you need to be. You don't want to start it like, even at 18 to 19, I know you can, and it's like football people do start late, but you don't need to, at my age, for instance, even your age, so you're a bit younger than me, but starting at your age, you know you're not going to go and be a world champion and all that, but if the boy's doing it now, at that age, that's the one that you should be looking out for. They're the people you need to look out for.
He's going to give himself the best opportunity to...
It's never going to get any better, is it? And he's like the treadmill. Even it sounds stupid, but just being on the treadmill at 10 years old, do you know what I mean? I know I won't run in the treadmill at 10. You could never get me, do you know what I mean?
No
I'm running around, I was smashing windows and running around throwing stones and that. But no, I think I'd like to be in the corner, like Jack, Frankie, Ryan Hull. There's a good few of them, mate. So there's plenty of them for me to jump in the corner. That's the experience I want. I want to do it one more, jump in a few corners, and then see how it goes from there.
What about Larry Jr.?
Yeah, this is the thing. I don't pressure anything. Yeah, wherever I've been, I've always had people say, "Oh, he's got something. He's got something." He's Southpaw, ain't he, as well? And he's 12, so even that, I think we're the best. Yeah. But even with him, I think he had something, and I didn't want to say it, but I showed videos, and people come down and see him. People I've never met before. I went with David to a place in Pimlico and done some training. They saw a video, and when he's got something, mate, you should keep him at it. But I won't push him. I just, even with the football, I used to take him. If he wants to go, I'll take him everywhere. But if he says no, or he went, Dad, I don't want to play football anymore, he has got something, mate. He has got something. I know he has. I'm not a professional, like I say, but too many people have told me what they see. They know what they're looking out for. You know what I mean? And kids are like sponges. They take everything in.
Bruv, that's what I'm saying. It's mad. Like kids, whatever you give them, like they take it all in. I remember when I think I was 10 or 11, and where I lived along the balcony, one of the guys, he was a coach at All Stars. And obviously, this time I was football mad, like just football. Like that's all I cared about. And he goes, "Oh, let me bring you training one time." And I remember he took me training, and I done one session. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And
It's different, isn't it?
I was like, boxing's not for me. I said, I don't ever want to do that again. And
Mate, it's a different fitness, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just everything about it. I just didn't enjoy it. Like the thing is, as a kid, I enjoyed fighting, but not like crazy like that. But you know, like we grew up fighting, so it was normal. And actually go in there and go like hitting the bag and doing all. I was like, nah, this is just. I want to run around. I want to do
it's
something.
Me and all. And I don't think I had the temperament back then as well. To know years ago, I didn't have the temperament. I mean, to get hit. Even my brothers say to me up until my fight, they were like, I can't believe that you're getting hit in your face and all that, and you're keeping calm and still trying to. And I said, it humbled me, mate. It humbled me because Rory and Matt and the boys took me in because I said I wanted to do it. They helped me out. And they were showing me stuff, and I was just like, well, this is gonna be the make or break as to whether I do it or not. And I said, listen, I'm ready for it. And it slowed me right down. It made me. I was doing it for a good cause as well. I was doing it for the. Do you know what I mean? I was doing DKM and Alan and stuff, so it was for a good cause. And I wanted to try. If I had more notice, and if I knew I was going to do, I'd have bought in a lot more tickets and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But we done all right. We done all right, and on the next one, it'd be massive as well. Now I've got plenty of notice. If we get this all sorted and all this madness is over by November, we'll get a big crowd down there. But I just think the fitness, you could turn up on a Sunday or a Saturday knowing you're not fit and you can get through, because if you're a winger, you just sat in midfield and go on, you run, and you're fine. You get through it, you'll play the 90 minutes and you'll be all right. You can't do that in boxing. You can't do it. If you're not out running, you're not doing your sprints and your training, your sparring, you ain't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? You need to be fit. And I mean, I was lucky that I got fit, even at my age. But mate, it's one of the best shapes that I've been in. Do you know what I mean? One of the best shapes that I've ever got in. So I've got to do that again, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've got to do that again. And here he is. Look, he's popping up again down the bottom. He's like a troll, isn't he? He's like a troll.
But you know what it is? He's the funniest troll I saw in my life.
Mate, I was watching your videos. I was looking at your videos, and all it kept doing is like, oh, this person here. He took the mic. He took over the mic. Do you remember? Took over. Do you know what I mean? You got to change the name. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's got the new name as well. He's Jack. What is it? Jack the Body. I think they call him Jack the Body. Too fast, too quick, too good looking. But no, mate, do you know what I'm looking for? I want to get my fight, and I asked them to get me on nice and early, and then I just want to enjoy everybody else's and watch it. I want to watch Jack again. The only time I ever saw him fight was at prison when I fought. So I want to get on, watch him. I want to watch Frankie. I think quite a few of the boys are saying they're fighting on that card as well. Yeah. So touch wood, if it all goes to plan, there'll be quite a few of us on there. And you know, you can't beat them nights. You know what I mean? You can't beat them nights when you got all the people. You know, Ryan Hull again. He's one. Do you know what I mean, mate? He's improved so much, so much. Do you know, we came in, and I'm there thinking, fucking hell, like, how was he picked up this much? And I done mine, and it was nothing. And then, do you know what it is? He listened. I just didn't listen. He just listened. That's all it was. All you got to do is listen. But no, Ryan's quality. Hopefully, he's got the belt next. I think is it Marcus Borg? I think it is.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
I see him once or twice. Fighting. Looked all right, so it would be a good fight. I think Ryan could beat him. I don't know if it'd be too soon. I mean, I don't know how many this Marcus has had, but I think that'd be a good fight. But I look forward to see Jack, Frankie, all them boys again. I want to see John Kennedy on there one last time. I'd like to see him against Kofi. That's what I'd like to see him fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see him against Kofi, because I think that guy, Michael O'Sullivan's Marcus Running, Alan said. Michael O'Sullivan's cousin, I think it is, Frank
Yeah,
Sadler.
Frank. Yeah.
I expected so much more. All the build-up and what he was going to do, and I thought, yeah, he's going to blow him away. 3 defeats, Kofi would just have to walk away from it. If he'd have got knocked out, he'd have had to just walk away. But I think John's the man. I think John might be the man to bring in for that, you know. Now, if he's gone pro, I think you get John in there, him and Kofi, for that number 1 spot. But I think
what
John
about Luke Kimpton?
Listen, again, like I said about Jack and Frankie, I think Luke's just got to stay. I think he's travelling a minute, so he's married or he's getting married. Let him enjoy that. Let John come back, have his last one, and win it. And then I think he's going to be there for years, mate. Luke's young still. He's like 24, 26, something like that. So he's going to be there. He's the young lion, isn't he? John's the old dog. I think John's got one more in him, and I think him up against Kofi would be a good fight. I think, mate, if he gets fit and works like he did for Luke, because Luke is no mug, mate. Luke can have it.
He can move. The best of them. Can move as well.
And for a big guy, you would never believe it, would you? You would never believe it. But he's no mug, so he'll be there afterwards. But I just want John to come back and have it with Kofi. I think it could go either way, but I think if he puts his heart in like he did Kempton, he beats Kofi. And it'd be nice for him. You know, he came in with a belt originally, the first ever one, which got stolen, I'll have you know, as well, on one of the shows, which was there. He was gutted because I think it was the original, like, Poppy's Path thing or something like that. It was a proper one. And he came back, and I remember seeing his face when I came back down. He said, have any of you seen it? It was gone from his bag. That's a story from another time, mate. But yeah, I think let him go. And how nice would it be for him to go back out with the belt? He came in with the first and go out with the last. You know what I mean? And then when Luke comes back, mate, he's got plenty of time to go, and he can be number 1 for years. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I've got to have a word with Alan and Thingy. They've put me on number 5 as well in the middleweight division. I don't want my name up there. People start calling me out and that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to fight number 5. I want to be there because I'm 7th and like 6th and 7th. I want to fight him. But mate, I'm looking forward to the next one. You fighting again? You got
as I said, hopefully. I don't know, it's crashed. Is it going to lock us off again? Or who's ringing you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Is it Jack? Yeah, Jack ringing you, yeah?
No. Oh, look, Danny's entered the chat. Look, Danny's entered. He said, Danny's entered. What are we, Eddie Hearning now? We're going to start making some matches.
As I said, hopefully September. As I said, there's like we had 4 people enter the championships last September. 3 of us won the London. And I went on to the national, and we're hoping this time we should have about 6, 7. Like, our club made a lot of noise last year. Like,
was that the thing that you were travelling like? Was it Manchester, Swindon, and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, Swindon, Southampton.
You done all right in that, didn't you? Didn't you go far in there?
Yeah, semi-final, and I lost.
Semi-final, you lost. Oh, that's to be like, that's a disgrace, isn't it? That's a disgrace.
You know what I mean? Disgrace.
How many of your mates you know that done that? How many of your mates done that though? Look at it, man. That's mad at your age as well.
At my age as well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. At your age.
4 years out the ring as well.
That's what I'm saying. And you went and done that, mate. You imagine if you could rewind it and be 26 and go and do it.
Yeah, imagine I have to be 22. Imagine when I was 11. This is what I always think to myself. When I went to All Stars, if I stuck with it then. But
I know. We were football mad though, Reekz. We were football mad.
Do you know what I think though? Like, obviously everything happens for a reason. Like, maybe my footwork wouldn't be so good because I played football. Maybe my mentality of like playing in front of crowds. Because obviously I was a defender, so especially defending corners, I'm on the post. So I used to get abused a lot by the home fans. So I was so used to just blocking out fans and the occasion. So I feel like I'm very mentally strong where I can focus. Once the whistle went in a football match, I was focused. And it was only like, if the ball would go out of play, I might start looking around, and, chilling. Then once it goes back in, it's like I'm locked in again. The same thing, if you ever see any of my fights, like before, I'll be walking around, I'm talking to everyone, just smiling. Even like my opponent, if I see him, how are you? Like, I'm happy that I'm here, innit? Because like, it's it's just boxing, innit? Like, it's not.
Mate,
like...
I was like it. Do you know when I walked out? I thought, you know, Rory said to me, your head's going to be over the gaff, and what you don't want people getting in your ear or trying to keep my brothers or stuff. Do you know, my brothers get boisterous or stuff, and oh yeah, you do this to knock him out or do whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? He said your head's going to be all over the place. And when I first walked in, do you know, I see the ring and it done something. I got like a feeling, do you know, it done something to me. I felt a little, maybe took the breath for half a second. But then when I walked up to the ring, do you know, I had no like adrenaline, no fear, nothing. I just walked out and it weren't trying to give it the big one or nothing. It was just, do you know, you walked out, I was just calm and relaxed. And I was thinking, what if it kicks in when I get in there and then I just completely gas out? And that was the worry. But I was thinking, I feel too calm for this. I'm going in to have a fight in front of all these people. And I think it was just that there weren't no shame of losing and all that. You don't have to win. The pressure was off. I think that's what it was. The pressure was off. I weren't not expected to. You don't have to win. But, do you know what I mean? Because you've had loads of fights on the street. It's completely different. There's rules. So I mean, it doesn't mean you need to go and win. There's people out there, you know, in a fight, you win, boxing match, they wipe the floor with you. And that's why it's humbled me, and I look at it completely different. Anyone that gets in there, mate, got to have respect for them. Anyone that gets in there, do you know what I mean? Anyone that gets in there, it's a different respect. It's different levels compared to football. You can't even put it on the same thing. It's the best sport in the world, I think. And for me as a football fan, I love football my life. Say that it's the best sport in the world.
I don't even care about football no more.
No, I don't even care.
Look, Marcus has come on. Hey, Marcus, I have to match you up with Ryan. If you're still here.
Wait, listen, Reekz, I've held you for long enough, and the wife's getting on me now. I've got to get out and do some drop-offs. So, good speaking to you, mate. Happy Easter, the family are shouting to you, mate. All right.
Happy Easter, everyone. And
that's one, mate. Take care, everyone. Yeah, see you later, mate. Take care.
All right, cool.
Bye, mate.
Bye.